Hello everyone, MilkTankerMedia here, and today I thought I'd share a little bit of a different video with you. Instead of doing a typical Thomas Wooden Railway collection video, this is not a Thomas Wooden Railway collection video. I will be showcasing trains from all sorts of brands over the years that I have collected that are compatible with Thomas Wooden Railway, but are not officially licensed as Thomas products. Many of these come from rival brands like Breo or Lionel, but this video will not feature any items I have from other Thomas ranges, such as Take Along or Ertl. So, without further ado, let's begin with Thomas Wooden Railway's most famous competitor, Breo. Here we have the black tank engine, the yellow tender engine, the black bullet tender engine, the yellow dumping car, the red and green cement car, a blue wagon, a milk tanker, a Shell fuel tanker, a hay car, a red cargo car with a green pipe inside, a blue flatbed, and now we have a few items that are licensed to other merchandise ranges besides Thomas, or rather I should say franchises. So we have a few Bob the Builder items, namely Scoop and Dizzy, and of course a figurine of Bob himself. And now we have a few vehicles related to the book and television series known as Busy Town. We have the Apple Copter, the Banana Car, the Fire Truck, a police car, school bus, tow truck, and a pickle car. I have to say it's been a very long time since I've seen Busy Town, and I don't remember the context for most of these vehicles, let alone the names of the characters, although I do remember specifically that the name of this little worm who is riding in the Apple Copter is Lowly. Let's move on to the next merchandise range. This is Lionel. While Lionel is most famous for some of its larger model railway engines, it does also have a few that are compatible with wooden railway. Here we have the Arctic Express engine with a silver Great Railway Express tender. We have an orange, what does that say? I am no good at reading cursive. It says the Daylight engine, and we have a black Great Railway Express tender as well. Two Jupiter engines, as well as one engine known as President Washington. In terms of rolling stock, we have a yellow boxcar, a steel car, a mail truck, we have a refrigerator car, a baggage car, a caboose, a red coach, a blue coach, and now we come to our next merchandise range, or our next brand of wooden railway. I should note that I'm not entirely certain that this next collection are actually all from the same brand, but most of these I found in the bin at Target where they were selling off-brand wooden railway. So, as far as I know, the next set of items are all from a company known as All Aboard, but I'm not 100% positive on that. So this is a blue passenger diesel with two coaches used in my series as the character Melody. Back here we have a yellow diesel and a green diesel, a black tender engine known in my series as the character Mark. We have a green tank engine, a silver and orange diesel, a red passenger car, and a black caboose. While I adjust positions, I'll talk about this next brand. These are all from a company known as Big Jigs. Big Jigs specializes in a heritage collection which recreates engines that are famous in real life, such as, of course, Stephenson's rocket, as well as Bluebell, Bodiam, and a GWR pannier tank. If it looks similar to Duck, well, that's because it's Duck's basis. Back here we have my lone item from the Whittle brand, which is a Union Pacific hopper car. Apparently it has a face taped onto it from my younger days. I don't really remember doing that, but I suppose I wanted another troublesome truck. Next we have my only item from the Melissa and Doug range. This blue and silver passenger diesel is known in my series as the character Danny. And now we come to a very unusual item known as the Alpha Zoo Express. I don't really remember getting this item, and I'm not quite sure where it comes from, but I assume that they made cars for A to Z similar to these ones. These cars resemble the circus cars, only they do have a opening door on the side. Right now, I only have the lead engine, which appears to be an alligator named Augie, as well as cars for F for Fox, J for Jaguar, and 2 cars that I actually still have the matching animals, N for Nile Crocodile, and V for Velociraptor. And last but not least, we come to a few novelty wooden railway items I own. This one is known as the sugarcane train, and as you can see from the side, it comes from Maui, Hawaii. There was a real sugarcane train that took tours around the sugarcane plantations on the island of Maui. However, the last time I returned to Maui, the train had unfortunately shut down. This engine comes from the Minnesota Twins baseball stadium, which is Target Field, and as you can see, it is inscribed with the Minnesota Twins logo, and is decorated out in their colors. Go Twins! And last but not least, we have this very unusual item, and it does sort of break my rule from earlier in that it is kind of a Thomas item. As far as I know, this brand was some sort of hybrid between Wooden Railway and Take Along. It contains 2 cargo pieces, one for corn and one for fish, but it's really unlike any other item I own. I have no other items from this merchandise range, and I'm quite frankly not sure what to call it. If anybody knows more about what this brand is, I'd be really curious to find out. So, with all that said, this is my entire not Thomas Wooden Railway collection. Please let me know what you thought, and if you liked this sort of random video. Once again, if any of you have any information on this weird hybrid truck down here, I would greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, sound off in the comments below. What is your favorite non-Thomas Wooden Railway brand? Personally, I'm a big fan of Breo, but I also appreciate Lionel's detail, as well as the affordable price that comes with most of these all-aboard engines. A lot of them can be found at Target for as low a price as $2.99. With that said, thank you very much for watching. I promise I have more videos on the way, including the first episode of Season 4 of my series. I have a lot of exciting things planned for Season 4, and I can't wait for you guys to see them all play out. Until next time, though, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, always wear your seatbelt, and get plenty of calcium.